So what is alignment? Alignment is everything. Alignment is huge. Alignment is the foundation for receiving every other good thing. So we have this physical body and we're used to that, but we also have this energetic body, this spirit, which is both inside the flesh and in the electrical system of the body and outside of the flesh. And your spirit can be in alignment or out of alignment. When you're in alignment, all of your energy centers are they're not off askew. So we have this energy column. And whether or not you believe in chakras, you surely believe in the glands of the endocrine system, which produce all the major hormones, which govern and regulate our health and our moods and everything else. We have testicles if you're male, ovaries if you're female. Here we have adrenals that they're in the back, but adrenal glands relate to the solar plexus. We have the thymus gland, which is behind the breastplate. That produces your white blood cells. So there's a reason why the high heart is so sacred. We have the throat, which is the thymus, and then we have the pineal and the pituitary within the mind. So part of what alignment is a balancing to the left and the right of all of our major energy centers to bring our soul's energetic column, which is engineered to be governed by your spine. So your spinal column is an automatic tool that we can engage to be in alignment. However, it requires a tremendous amount of presence to actually be within the spinal column. So um, so a part of what we work on during this affirmation and alignment meeting is obtaining energetic alignment. And we do that in two ways, through the mentality and through the energy. The whole time that I conduct any type of public presence whatsoever, be it online or in person, I'm able to be in collective consciousness. So I'm aware of how my energies feel. I know my energy signature really well because I'm an energy master. I live, eat, drink, and sleep this stuff. It's my entire life. And I'm very familiar with how I feel. The very moment I start a live stream, and those of you start joining in on the live stream, I can literally feel your spiritual presence within mine for reasons that I'll explain later on in this lecture. So I can feel as a group how the alignment starts to shift and change. So one of the things that I'm doing in the background while I'm speaking with my third dimensional self, my fourth and fifth dimensional self, my energetic selves are bringing the group energy into a vertical alignment. The other part of alignment is the horizontal alignment, which is bringing everything. The high heart of the human body, this right here, is designed to be it's the balance point, right, of all the chakras. You've got three above and you've got three beneath the heart. So we seek to be heart balanced and we seek to have our energetic column straight. When these two things are the truth, you are now a vessel for the divine. So there's adversarial forces at work. They're not worth talking about too much, but there are forces that are at work, and their first job, if you're in balance and in alignment, is to do anything they can to bring you out of alignment. That's one side of alignment that we have working against us, is that there are conscious beings from the other side of reality that unfortunately we must interact with spiritually here in this world because of the nature of the earth reality. And they will seek, and they're very, very good at what they do. They're very clever and they're very tenacious. They do not give up. Well, they will work your energetic body out of alignment in any way that they can. So that's one reason why it's important for us to meet monthly like this, to bring our alignment, to bring us back into a centered place of existence, both vertically and horizontally. Well, the other thing we got going against it is our regular ass third dimensional life. Like it drags you down. This is a reality of separation and survival. So just living your regular 3D life will bring you out of alignment too. So it's important that we come together as a group. So behind the scenes, I'm pulling all of our group energies into a straight column up and down, pulling us all into center, and then balancing us all in the heart. Towards the end of the affirmation and alignment meeting, I always do a session of communion, which is like a group meditation that we do for the purpose of perfecting our alignment and inviting the presence of God to dwell within us to help perfect this alignment, so that as we go about the next 4 weeks of our life in between these meetings, that we've strengthened ourselves, that we've prepared ourselves for that. So it's a really good meeting. It's a chance for us to do an outreach to the public and hopefully get more members donating and being a part of our higher learning group. And it's an opportunity for the rest of us to work on our alignment. So energetic alignment is half of alignment. The other part of alignment is the mentality, your mental framework, your current beliefs about reality. That's a whole different alignment. So the energetic column is very simple. It's just it's vertical and it's horizontal, and we seek to be right here. The cross of Christ belongs right there, and that's when we're centered, just perfect. Well, the another part of alignment is yourself, your human self. So some of you may have perceived this through your energy mastery already. If not, then you will at a point in time. You will gain the inner vision to see what you are, like what we are. The best way I can describe it is a living, breathing, crystalline computer program that it's not digital. It's organic, and it uses the prism. Like in the digital world, we just have on and off, ones and zeros, and through complicated series and arrangements of these ones and zeros, we can translate anything electronically, but it's slow. It's because you have to relate everything to binary, just ones and zeros. Well, what the soul is, what the spirit is, and you'll see this the further you progress through your experiences, you will come to be able to see your soul. Well, souls look like living crystals. So crystals are like computers in themselves. They have geometrical patterns that form the crystal on the inside and different ways of refracting light. Well, this is your personality. Inside your brain, as you were born as a human, you've been making these neuron connections within your mind. So what we are is a self-reprogrammable, living, breathing, crystalline computer of living light. So we can determine our mentality, but your current beliefs, they program through the neurons in your mind. The current structure of your brain can be externalized, and you can actually see the cohesion of your geometries. Your geometries are either perfect and pure and everything fit and everything in alignment, or they're broken and fragmented and pieces missing. And then there's also the way that it refracts light through the geometries. It either does it in a cohesive and comprehensive way, or it's a little bit off balance, which means your ability to mentally receive through your energy channel gets damaged. So this is where the stating of the beliefs comes in. This is where reminding ourselves who and what we really are, reminding ourselves who and what God really is, reminding ourselves the higher dimensional truth of this reality keeps that living, breathing, crystalline, reprogrammable computer of light that we know of as our brain in good functioning order, in order to be able to receive from higher inspiration, from the higher levels of angelic consciousness and God consciousness.